Today on Logan Lee's adventure, we explore Centro, which, as the name states, is the central neighborhood of Buenos Aires. I'll take you around with me to the heart of the city, from the pink residential building to awesome views of Argentina's capital. And of course, we're gonna eat a lot of scrumptious traditional bites along the way. Buenos dias! We are starting off today with a historical tour of Buenos Aires. So, of course, for historical walking exploration of the center, I have to start at Cafe Tortoni, which is this iconic grand cafe that arcs back to the old cafes of Europe, but it's here in Buenos Aires. As you can see, I'm surrounded by beautiful wood paneling everywhere for this cafe. Majestic columns, and I love this. Up here, this beautiful stained glass window. You see how huge the cafe is, and the servers still wear their suit and tie to serve. And this was the iconic and hot place to be seen and to be heard and to be back in the heydays of Buenos Aires. So a lot of famous people have been here, a lot of stars have been here, and then now, of course, you can't just come to Buenos Aires and not come here. Right, we have Media Lunas, which is such a cute name. Luna because it's like in this crescent shaped moon, and I know what you're saying, it looks like a croissant, but it's not a croissant, I swear. It is just the city's favorite breakfast, and it's so is mine to start the day off with. Before moving to Buenos Aires, I didn't know that the architecture here was just so grand in the city. I've ended up just days wandering without a map, getting lost along these streets because of these majestic buildings to take in, and I absolutely love every single minute of it.
You look great, I like you, I can't wait, a first time, a first date.
This is definitely one of my favorite spots and just views of the city. So coming here in the center, sitting in Green Eats on Florida 102, that's the street address. This view. So you get view of this, look at this. This ornate bank door. And then this square with the statue. Like architecture galore here. I just love sitting here, staring out at this huge window. Oh my goodness.
You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
Not going to lie, I love that I can just have this whole space to myself. I mean, it's just so cool that in the center of Buenos Aires, where it can be so crowded, so busy usually, that you have in a city that is such a metropolis, that you can have moments like this, to spaces like this for oneself, you know? All for free too. Pink, oh my, these doors. Okay, I most certainly want to know and see where this elevator goes to. And There's a lot of floors. Maybe I'll just try 6. Okay, I have no clue. Maybe it's just office buildings, because I didn't know that there's 6 floors here. But adventure, adventuring in Buenos Aires.
I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste
Made it to the top of Buenos Aires. Look at that city. What a view up here. Living in Palermo and then just mostly being on the ground in Buenos Aires looking up, I better get to see the water and forget that sometimes that this is a port city. But then from here, you can clearly see the water all along, as well as some magnificent architecture that makes me fall in love with the city all over again, always.
I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time.
I mentioned in my first Buenos Aires vlog that when I moved here, it felt like a mixture of a few major metropolises around the world, New York being one of it. Even though it's hard to feel like what it is that through the screen, I hope you can see how it's a wee bit of New York here. And Paris too, of course.
Another heart of it all is Plaza de Mayo, which is where we are right now. So this is where also independence happened. And this building right here is one of the few colonial buildings left in Buenos Aires, because Argentinians, they don't like to be remembered, or they don't, of course, like they wanted to think about their colonial past and history. But this building become a museum now. But in Plaza de Mayo, we have here, okay, you see this? This looks like it's obviously Roman Greek architecture, but it looks like it's inspired, maybe it's like a temple inside, like a Roman temple in the middle of the city. Or maybe it's a part of the law university, but actually it's a mausoleum. And it's a Catholic cathedral. Yeah, one would not have expected that. Actually, one of the previous popes, he's Argentinian and he worked from there. Okay, and I'm going to just give you a quick spin around. Here behind me, starting or at the end of the plaza, is Casa Rosada, which is the parliament, basically the equivalent of the parliament building in Canada, or the White House, but it's the pink house. So this is where the president works from in Argentina.
Autumn in the capital has been such a special time exploring and making new friends, and they're already so dear to me. As one friend told me, it looks like you're on a university exchange, and it truly does feel that way. It's been endless restaurants, cafe hopping, new corners of different neighborhoods, and just running around the city with the new friends who are locals. Admittingly, little studying has been done from my Spanish course at the University of Buenos Aires, but not bad for the first country I choose to start my remote job work from, right?
You're chilling in the rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight.
Alright, it's lunchtime. I am famished. I am ready to chow down. Now, when you think of Argentinian food, what do you think of? You think of steak, you think of barbecues, you think of empanadas. But I bet one of the things that doesn't come right to the top of mind are pizzas, right?
And the thing is that most Argentinians have ancestors going all the way back to Italy because there was a huge wave of immigration and a lot of people came from Italy. So of course they brought pizza, and then over time the pizza got a spin on it to make it an Argentinian style pizza. So that is where we're at right now in Pizzeria Gurin, which is this hopping institution since 1932. Okay, like that's way back, way back. That's been serving this traditional style Argentinian pizza ever since. And of course, I'm a orderer and then taste what this hype is all about, because this will be my first time having Argentinian style pizza. I cannot wait. This right here is a traditional Argentinian pizza. Well, specifically Buenos Aires, because this originates from Buenos Aires. So this is called figusa, and basically it's like topped with onions. You can see it's thick. Okay, the pizza here is thick, the traditional pizza, and it's spongy as well with loads of cheese. So here it kind of resembles a focaccia, which is basically what this pizza originated from back then. And then here we have the classic in-house pizza with some ham there, some cheese, very thick. Cheese is so nice and soft. Merged into the bread so well. I can totally see how this is like related to the focaccia. Just how, look at that, how thick it is. Top with some olives too, some peppers. It's right here. I get why this place is an institution for local Argentinian pizza. And the crazy thing is, even though it's thick, it doesn't feel heavy at all. I think it's just like spongy and like airy in the middle. I'm in an Old Town booth in an old classic historical cafe called La Guanta 1810. And of course, I'm just so hungry from walking around getting a classic empanada. So empanadas is like a must in Buenos Aires and must in Argentina. And they're filled and stuff. Smells so good. They're filled and stuff with like gracious things. You can get it with chicken, you can get it with beef or pork, cheese. This one is con carne. Look how gold and nice it is. Just gonna break it. That's, ooh, see that? Most definitely I get all the hype. I'm gonna be eating a lot of these while I'm living in Buenos Aires. So we've got tiramisu here and it looks so good. Comes with like edible flowers too.
Eat it. Eat the flower. It seems really edible.
I don't think it's really edible. But I love sitting in this environment because this room just makes me feel like I'm in like Versailles, you know? And look at the view outside too. This here is a true icon of Buenos Aires, the Obelisco. So many of my Uber rides have passed down these avenues with a giant obelisk shimmering in the center. Whenever there's a huge football match or a festival, usually people come here to celebrate afterwards, and this whole avenue gets filled up, clogged with people. I always love the sight of the obelisk, especially in the evening when it gets all lit up. In the next vlog, I'll show you a little bit more of the Centro, but the awesome bookstores that are located in this neighborhood, as well as the cool old world bookshops that goes beyond the Centro. So hit subscribe if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, and leave me a comment below. I'll catch you in the next vlog.